Imagine standing on a frozen hillside in the heart of medieval Europe, snow swirling around your ankles, wind biting at your face, and a half-built castle looming above you, its stones slick with frost. How could anyone possibly build such a fortress in temperatures that today would shut down entire cities? Yet medieval builders did exactly that, crafting stone walls, towers and keeps that would endure for centuries, all while facing winters so brutal that modern construction crews would call it impossible. The mystery lies not just in their stamina, but in the clever, almost forgotten techniques they used to fight the cold, harnessing nature, materials and human ingenuity to defy what we assume is possible. From ingenious heating methods to strategic labour rotations, these builders had secrets that allowed them to continue working when the landscape seemed frozen solid, and today we're about to uncover them. To understand how medieval builders survived, we need to step back to the 12th and 13th centuries, a time when castles were not merely homes, but instruments of power and survival. Winters in northern Europe were harsh, long and unrelenting, with temperatures dropping far below zero for weeks at a time. Yet, despite the extreme cold, construction did not halt. Builders relied on a combination of local knowledge, community coordination and materials that responded well to freezing temperatures. Stone quarries would sometimes operate through winter because frozen earth made it easier to split blocks, while timber, carefully seasoned, could be hoisted without snapping in the cold. Monks, craftsmen and labourers all knew the rhythms of the seasons, timing their work to coincide with periods of relative warmth or sun exposure. This blend of environmental intuition and hands-on experience allowed medieval projects to continue, often producing castles that seem impervious to the very winters that threatened the workers who built them. The techniques themselves are fascinating. Builders often heated mortar by placing it in insulated wooden boxes, sometimes with hot coals or heated stones, ensuring it would set rather than freeze mid-application. Scaffolding and work platforms were positioned to shield labourers from wind, using temporary wooden walls or layers of straw that trapped body heat. Large communal fires, carefully monitored to prevent sparks from reaching timber structures, served as both heat sources and gathering points, allowing masons to maintain dexterity in their hands. Even the arrangement of tasks followed the temperature. The heaviest lifting was done during the warmest parts of the day, while cutting and carving occurred closer to the shelter of the castle walls. And when frost threatened to crack stone or slow work, builders employed ingenious water diversion, covering key areas with canvas or tarps to trap heat and prevent ice formation. Each small adaptation, though seemingly simple, was the product of observation, trial and error. An entire knowledge system built on surviving and thriving in extreme conditions. Remarkably, many of these techniques are still relevant today. Modern cold-weather construction borrows from the same principles: insulated mixtures, strategic scheduling, wind protection, and localized heat sources. Even beyond construction, these methods teach lessons about resilience and adaptation. How communities can plan around natural challenges rather than fight them blindly. Survivalists, architects and engineers studying medieval approaches often find inspiration in these practices, seeing that even centuries-old wisdom can offer practical solutions for energy efficiency, emergency planning and extreme environment operations. By studying the past, we realize that human ingenuity isn't just a product of technology. It's about learning to read the environment, anticipate challenges, and create solutions with the resources at hand. As the last torchlight flickers across the frozen battlements and the builders retreat to their hearths, we are left with a profound respect for the ingenuity and resilience of medieval craftsmen. They were not merely labourers, they were problem-solvers, strategists and survivalists in a world where winter could kill as easily as enemy swords. Today, as we face our own challenges with climate, energy and extreme conditions, the lessons they left behind remind us that survival is as much about clever adaptation as it is about strength. Next time you walk past a centuries-old castle, remember, each stone tells a story not just of power, but of human ingenuity that braved frost, wind and ice, and still stands as a testament to the ways people can outsmart even the harshest winters. If this story inspired you, share it, explore further, and let history's ingenuity shape how you face your own challenges.